Hello everybody, it's the Native Professor. I'm here with Quale at the Arts in the Park in Aberdeen. Tell us about your art and what my viewers should know.
Okay, hi. Thanks for having me today. I'm Quale. I like to do fluid acrylic painting, so I'll talk about some of my paintings that I do. I usually start with a fluid acrylic background, so I use acrylic paint, and depending on what design I'm going for, I'll mix it with 4 or 5 different products in order to make it into a liquid so that I can pour it onto the canvas. And when I pour it onto the canvas and move it around, that'll determine also what kind of effects that I get in the paint, like whether I get these bubbles or if I get this striated look. This is kind of a marbly look.
Where did the inspiration for the dancer come?
I'm working with a couple native artists, and so I collaborate with them. So I do the fluid acrylic background, and then I hand it off to them, and they will do some hand painting on top. So in this piece, he hand painted the dancer.
Do you know what tribe?
He is Cheyenne River Sioux.
Wow.
Yeah. So after the back is dry, after I've done the fluid acrylic part and the background is dry, then I'll sit and look at it for a while and try to decide, is it a good abstract piece by itself? Or do I need to add something to it to make it more interesting, give it some more detail, give it some structure? And if I do want to do that, then what do I want to paint on top? Sometimes, like on this piece, you know, it's a very neutral piece. It could lend to a lot of different subjects. Sometimes it's more limited, so it takes me a while to figure out what exactly I want to paint on it. This green piece that I painted the frog on, I actually looked at that for a long time before I decided what to paint on it because it was just very, very green. And I was having a hard time deciding now what would fit in that. I almost painted over it at one point.
Wow.
But then I came up with the frog, and it's like, there was already a little brown spot here. I just kind of extended it a little bit to make a little puddle for him to be sitting in, a little mud puddle for his happy place.
He has a lot of personality.
Yes.
And those are foxes down here?
Yes. This is another collaboration that I did. This is the other native artist that I'm working with. Again, I painted the background, and then he painted the fox family on top.
Also Cheyenne River Sioux?
Yep, same. I think it's really unique. Having me working with both of them. We have totally different backgrounds, totally different heritage, but the combination of us together makes for some very unique art.
So are you from South Dakota?
Yes, I'm from Watertown.
Okay.
The guys that I work with, one is from Rapid and one is from Sioux Falls. So we're all somewhat local to the state of South Dakota.
And then this is like, is this a buffalo skull?
This is a longhorn.
Longhorn. From Texas?
Yeah, he's from Texas. So after I did the background, I taped off the area where I wanted the shape to be for the longhorn. And then I actually used an airbrush on this piece.
Oh wow.
The guys that I'm working with sometimes use airbrush. They'll use a combination of airbrush and hand painting. And they are giving me tips and kind of training me on using the airbrush as well. So I'm really lucky to be working with them and getting to be a better artist because of them.
Are there any other like star works here that we should zero in on? And then it'd be interesting to know, because you have a lot of different formats for your art. It just doesn't just show up on canvas.
Right, yes. This is another piece that I did as a collaboration. I did the river going through the middle, and then he painted the deer on both sides. We called it East and West River Brothers because we have an East and West River, South Dakota.
That's right. They're even in different time zones.
The elephant piece, this is an agate piece that I did. I like to
Wow.
sometimes just do abstract pieces that look like
Sure.
rock or marble. The elephant piece is another piece that I did with the airbrush.
I see. And so now I've purchased a bag here, and
Yes, I
you've
like
got
to print-
blankets.
I like to print my images on different products so that everybody has a different price point, a different product that they might find useful. Sometimes people like to have usable art instead of art that is on a wall. So I have blankets, I have totes, I have tumblers, coasters, and just regular prints. And I have prints on metal, so I'll show you this one that happens to be on top, this frog.
Wow. And that really is a total reproduction.
The colors turn out really nice.
Wonderful. And you have a lot of bison. Are you sort of bringing out South Dakota heritage?
Yeah, I like to paint things that if someone looked at my painting and said she's from South Dakota, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So I like to do a lot of bison, a lot of animals that are from the area. Windmills are a big thing for me. I have
Okay.
this windmill piece here.
And so we'll link up your website because I have viewers not just from the States but from Europe too.
Oh, I've shipped to Europe before.
Okay, that's what we need to know.
Yes, yes.
Great.
I'm an international shipper.
And if they have any questions, I'll ask them to put them in the comments and then I'll let you know.
Great.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was really nice to meet you, and I'm glad that you stopped by today.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
To close out this video, I'm going to share with you my Quale haul. I got this little bag with the beautiful bison against this luscious background of browns and greens and blues. And this is just going to be another sock project bag, so I'll be able to stay in touch with this bag on a regular basis because you know how long it takes to knit a pair of socks. And then I got this stunning fiery bison on a background of like pink marble, and I just love it. It's just, I think it's the most exquisite thing. So I'm going to have to find a wonderful place to hang it. There's kind of a premium on space in this house because we do have a lot of, my mom made the owl over there, and my mom painted that, I made that, we got that Arts in the Park, my sister made that, my mom made that, my mom made that, I made that. So yeah, we're like, we're sort of a self-producing little art factory here, but I just love this work of art. So it's also going to show up at the back of my videos that I make at the kitchen, as you can imagine. So gonna have a lot of fun with it. Really appreciate meeting Kay, and if y'all want to ask any questions about her art, feel free to post those in the comments. I told her I would get back to her with those. Appreciate your tuning in. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. Y'all take care. Ciao.